after Lefty Gunplay, an underground rapper better known for his mess and his music, informed the internet that he and Chrisean Rock were having a great time, even going so far as to say she slid in his DMs and stayed over this man really. Woke up and decided to choose illusion, then came the voice notes, screenshots, receipts, and a gradual dismantling of Lefty's story. However, Chrisean grabbed Instagram Live as quickly as a smoke alarm at a toaster factory and yelled, "You're not my man. You barely even remember me." It turns out he altered a group photo to create the hazy backstage selfie. He shared with the message their soulmates, "It was a date, bro." Her term for it was ambush photography. Nevertheless, Lefty embellished the tale with statements from podcasts, claiming that she was done with Blueface and that they were discussing co-parenting. The incredulity, not belief, was what caused the chutzpah to go viral. Chrisean didn't care until folks began to think they were cute together. She went crazy on live TV at that point. According to her, Lefty is a dream rapper who has no following and no saved number. Then she presented the invoices, a video showing her silently passing him, "Diz with him thirsty," and an audio message pleading for a tag to increase his influence. She referred to him as an Uber since he lingered too long backstage. Then came Lefty's reply, a muted screen capture of Chrisean grinning on a pillow on FaceTime with a comment that seemed to be evidence of a relationship. Fans parted, she appeared cozy, according to some. Chrisean gave a firm clap back when others responded, "This DoorDash call energy isn't love." She became upset, not because she was a lefty, but because she was being used once more. "You recorded me without my permission," she said. "Dudes out here lying for clout like I'm some groupie. And I'm a new mom trying to grow. No one is foreplaying me. Don't act like you had me when you didn't even know me." What began as a selfie turned into a whole digital circus, with one rapper's delusion crashing into a woman's real life and Chrisean demonstrating once more that she doesn't just clap back, she clears the stage. Chrisean Rock went from calm to scorched earth in seconds after Lefty Gunplay, an underground rapper known for drama more than tracks, claimed they were vibing and posted a screen-recorded FaceTime call as if it were a lunch. Annoyed, Chrisean went live right away. Hood off, energy blazing, and voice, she said, "You don't even have enough clout to finesse and now you're lying on FaceTime. You caught one smile and made it a storyline." She said the FaceTime was after her set at Zeus Live, high off adrenaline, replying to fans, and Lefty just happened to get lucky. Lefty attempted to respond by saying she begged him to remove a collab track and posting a 7-second clip of her voice saying, "I ain't got time for love. My name is being developed." Fans couldn't understand, this song was a secret. However, her assistant reported the fact that Chrisean's squad was not playing. Chrisean was told not to use anything, but he saved it anyway and cut it for clout. The last blow was when Chrisean dropped a full DM screen recording of Lefty pleading for feature photos, asking for tags, offering wings and weed, and even saying, "Let me just pretend we're dating for promo." She exposed him as a ruse she used to test loyalty in her circle, and he failed. The footage included a group session where Lefty hardly spoke, another artist clowning his beat, and Chrisean joking a single line before dipping. His only sponsor, Heat Stain Apparel, fired him for making false claims about women. And then a TikTok user resurfaced 2020 to allegations from his ex, Ari, who had received a restraining order, calling him manipulative and obsessive. She even released a voice note that said, "I'll make people think we're still together." That's how this works. Chasing began on day one, and after the drag, he pouted on Instagram Live. 2022. False relationship. 2023. Name-dropping influencers. 2024. Fake baby mama rumors. 2025. Chrisean's entire brand rejection turned into delusion. Celebrities, including Saucy Santana, commented, "He gives me Dusty." Suki Hannah, "She curved you, and you made it a headline." Even Blueface from jail liked a tweet that said, "Lefty should be banned from every backstage pass in America." Chrisean later sent a single text, "Never speak to me again, or I'll do an interview so detailed you won't get booked at a karaoke." Flop era activated. Before his so-called interview even aired, fans were already bombarding Lefty's comments with vicious roasts. "Don't care what your side is, you lied. We're only tuning in to watch you embarrass yourself." He deleted his account, but not before tagging a podcast, "Let me tell my side before you all cancel me." Interview dropping Sunday. The internet is holding its breath. Is Lefty really about to double down? Or is this the last nail in his exhausting career though? It was bad, really bad, in just one day. Lefty went from being an aspiring underground rapper to the internet's favorite clown. He was microwaved, memed, and mocked. TikTok, Twitter X, and YouTube Shorts were all over the place. And people were crying over phrases like FaceTime does not equal fiancé, and vibing does not equal victimizing. One TikTok went viral. using the FaceTime audio and captioning it when she says, "Hi," and you start planning the wedding. Another piece of Christian's eye roll was cut together with Lefty's desperate DMs, and even AI voiceovers dragged him. Then came the second part of the celebrity backlash. "I believed in you when nobody did. Now you're out here lying on a woman who doesn't even claim you." All platforms turned into battlegrounds, and Lefty lost it before he even entered the chat. This man raps like he's forced and unnecessary. Even fans who had previously supported him flipped. If he's lying on Chrisean like that, imagine what he'd do with real success, too. She tweeted, then shared a video of an unreleased single and tagged Chrisean with real recognizable reel. "Let's work." Boom, within 10 minutes. Chrisean FT Lola was trending. Fan edits were all over the place. And Lefty's clout chasing backfired into a full-on career reset for someone else. And then the internet went into full campaign mode. The hashtag #BlockLa with artists pushing everyone to unfollow and report him. Lefty went viral on TikTok. His profile was inundated with audio memes. And even well-known meme accounts like @DASHADVO joined in, with one post saying, "Blocking Lefty Gunplay increases your mental health by 300%. Researchers verified it. In his mind, he was constructing a rollout. Apparently, it was his way out. Even worse, a boutique label that had been negotiating with Lefty exposed corporate communications. This guy tells lies to get likes. It is beyond our reach." One more executive added, following the announcement of his exclusive interview. Dead said, "If Chrisean even breathes her name, we're done." Just like that, every deal playlist calls back. Lefty became completely psychopathic. No Instagram stories, no tweets, no apologies. It was too late. But rumors claim that his team ended it before he could make it worse. No one forgets on the internet. Additionally, he will always be known as the one who made a hazy FaceTime into a phony relationship. You mean cliffhanger? Not too quickly. When fans were celebrating, Chrisean posted something mysterious. White letters. Black screen. One more. Snake gone. But I have more cleaning to do. Hold on, there's more. An imposter friend. The label is mole. Even though no one knew, everyone was confined. A little caution and then bang. The chat opens with another artist from SoundCloud. On Instagram, he shared, "Compared to Lefty, you all trusted her. I also had her in my studio. Consult her about December." Chrisean, really, didn't even blink. She took a screenshot of the story and wrote, "You guys are crazy now. I was 8 months pregnant in December. You should worry about your mom, not me." Then she posted a TikTok saying, "New rule. I didn't say we talked, we didn't. I'm not dating anyone who still uploads songs from their bedroom closet. Game over." Or so we thought, because fans kept digging. Over on Reddit, things are messy. Hiccup. Lil Caution shares the same goes producer on Spotify, Vitrix, who is associated with a small influencer agency that specializes in phony drama and manufactured relationships. The theory is that they are putting on a coordinated clout scheme, staging phony beefs and phony love stories to get viral. And Chrisean was their biggest target to date. The internet is now wondering if this was all real or just a clumsy rollout from a low-tier PR factory. But one thing is certain, they underestimated Chrisean, and she turned their entire play into a masterclass in public drag. Title, Lefty Gunplay. Exposed fake love, a audio, and the email that ended his career. Opening scene, black screen, a dramatic beat fades in. Narrator, same rollouts, same selfies. No real music buzz at this point. It's not a coincidence, it's a conspiracy. But just as the theory was beginning to take hold, someone tried to counter it. Leaked audio, they said. A 10-second clip appeared on a burner account on Twitter, and it showed a woman who sounded like Chrisean saying, "We can keep it low, just don't tag me." It was presented as evidence that she was actually involved with one of these cloud rappers. But fans weren't buying it. Twitter audio experts dissected it in real time, revealing background noise from a previous YouTube interview she did months ago. Timestamps didn't match anything current, voice chopped, spliced, and AIB boosted. The current conclusion is, deep fake, sloppy. Try again, you're faking her voice in a relationship. Bro, this isn't Netflix, this is desperation on 10. What began as tabloid drama has now exploded into a full-scale PR disaster and possibly the biggest manufactured storyline of the year. At the center of the storm is rising rap star Lefty, who is a social media firestorm and controversy magnet. However, this week, everything changed when a leaked email purportedly sent by Lefty's own publicist surfaced, blowing the lid off what fans believed to be a scandal, revealing it may have been something far more calculated. The subject line alone sent the internet into a frenzy. Chrisean X's Lefty brand storyline proposal Q to 2025. Yes, you read that right. This was a pre-planned PR stunt that was crafted, pitched, and approved like any other brand campaign. As per the screenshot, the email breakdown was posted by Blog Brats, a notoriously shrewd industry gossip page that has a history of getting it right before the mainstream. Ian catches on, a shared selfie leaked to fan pages, and was picked up by aggregators. A planned appearance at a major music event, preferably one where Lefty is a well-known artist. Behind the scenes, the email outlines a comprehensive strategy to create and amplify buzz around a fabricated, romantic connection between Lefty and Chrisean Rock, one of the most volatile and captivating personalities in the reality rap universe. The email allegedly includes the following: objective position, Lefty is irrelevant, emotionally complex figure ahead of the cue to drop, leverage Chrisean's unpredictable but viral behavior to boost exposure, drive impressions via control chaos. This wasn't pitched as a risky move. It was treated like any other brand alignment, a collab, a narrative and a rollout, and it worked for a while. The fallout after the alleged couple was spotted together in April lit up the internet. Fan pages speculated, media outlets picked it up, Lefty trended for days. Chrisean could make an unplanned move that reads as authentic, but won't jeopardize security. A FaceTime clip recorded with consent, hinting at late-night conversations and blurred relationship lines. The tone of the email is disturbingly matter-of-fact. When the FaceTime clip appeared, it was grainy, low quality, and completely ambiguous, which led to even more questions. Were they together? Was Chrissy moving on? Was Lefty cloud chasing? It didn't matter what the answer was. People were talking. Numbers increased, engagement skyrocketed, and Lefty's name was all over the place. However, now that the email is public, the story has completely changed. And social media is in a frenzy, with Twitter, X, TikTok, and Instagram ablaze. And commenter fans feel duped, critics feel validated, and insiders are speculating that this might have crossed a line, not just ethically but legally. If the FaceTime clip was planned without complete transparency, privacy laws could be applicable, especially if Chrisean wasn't fully aware of the larger narrative. Dot is saying that we're just manufacturing relationships now, like Marvel plotlines. Silence at the top, according to sources close to the matter. Lefty's label is reportedly in crisis mode, and major sponsors and brand partners are reviewing their contracts, particularly those who felt they were attaching their products to an authentic, vulnerable new voice in hip-hop. Thus far, neither Left nor his team has publicly responded to the leak, and Chrisean's unusual silence is fueling speculation. Some believe she was duped, while others think she was not it. But when receipts leak like this, you're not just messy, you're untrustworthy. That's dangerous. The larger conversation beyond the scandal is that a deeper cultural debate is brewing. Where's the line between strategy and exploitation? For years, reality TV, social media stunts, and strategically timed beefs have blurred that line. The Kardashians mastered it. Rap feuds evolved into brand activations. Creating a mess to gain momentum is nothing new, one brand representative told an insider podcast, speaking anonymously. However, this email felt surgical, cold, and unapologetically true. It's forcing fans, artists, and the media to reevaluate how much of what we consume is real and how much is rehearsed. Above all, it's forcing Lefty, who was once a promising voice of raw truth, to face an uncomfortable truth of his own. If you lie to get attention, you may lose everything once the truth comes out. What now? There are calls for accountability, for Lefty to speak up, for Chrisean to break her silence, for the publicist to be fired, for PR firms to stop mistreating people, and relationships like hashtags and press release bullet points. However, as is common in the entertainment industry, true closure is uncommon. What is certain is that this email did not simply leak, it betrayed trust and no rollout. No matter how slick, can go viral enough to repair that. Because when the biggest revelation is that none of it was real, what's left? Only questions and a timeline full of receipts. Optional, a freestyle drop using unreleased vocals. But here's the catch, the subject disagrees. He tried to play the industry, and the industry played him hard back. The last tweet, Chrisean's mic drop after all the drama, was Chrisean posting one last message. Every time I rise, they try to attach dead weight. But I cut cords for the industry. They were prepared to fake the entire thing with or without her consent. That was the last straw. A living after Nicki Minaj approved of it. Things went viral online, with fans yelling, "Why is Nicki co-signing? Loading a Chrisean feature. Let us run it back." The man believed he had the upper hand and that the publicity from blurred lines would help him. Whether it was a publicity stunt, a mutual cloud arrangement, or simply Lefty's attempt to capitalize on Chrisean's tidal wave of popularity, it quickly became evident that she was never the one to play with. The internet expected Chrisean to react in her typical raw, reactive fashion when the leaked email surfaced, exposing Lefty's team for trying to engineer a viral romance. Instead, She chose to remain silent, and that silence spoke volumes. It did more than just curve Lefty's entire narrative, it crushed it, turning him from a rising star into a cautionary tale of clout chasing gone wrong. Dash noticed that the streets and the streams showed little caution. Whatever you think of her, Chrisean has voicemails, screenshots, receipts, and an archive of red flags that she finally put on full display. She ended him without raising her voice. When she aired him on Instagram Live, stone-face.com, there was no chaos, no yelling, just clarity. Lil Caution, who had built a whole persona around being unbothered, was exposed as the one doing the most behind the scenes, gaslighting, begging, and moving messy across state lines. The mystique is gone, and what's left is a man caught in his own contradictions and trying to reclaim control of a narrative that no longer includes him. Instead of using a jumbled TikTok montage or a thread of subtweets, Chrisean set an example for the entire internet on how to set boundaries. Her presence, poise, and enthusiasm conveyed the message, "I've outgrown the chaos." This wasn't just maturity, it was mastery. Chrisean demonstrated a level of poise and reserve that completely changed the course of her public character. For someone who has been accused of being too impulsive, too loud, and too unpredictable, she demonstrated that she knew when to speak and when to let the bigger picture. This moment wasn't just personal, it was cultural. Pitchy modeled it in a time when petty things tend to trend more quickly than powerful ones. She chose power and grace over spectacle and evidence that not every hit needs to be loud to land. Women all over the internet took note. From TikTok stitches to Instagram captions, silence cut deeper. Finally, she knew her worth. Feel it, Chrisean's energy changed. And so did her influence. She is now the creator of her own legacy rather than just the wild card in a viral relationship. What comes next? Rumor has it that she is back in the studio, intent, focused, and not just ready to release music but also ready to define a movement. And no, it might not be a diss, it might be something much more dangerous, a revenge anthem. It is not petty or spiteful, but surgical, soulful, and strategic. That speaks the truth. Not to harm others, but to finally set herself free. And when it comes out, don't be shocked if it sparks a whole new discussion, because Chrisean is no longer reacting. She is writing the story, and the world is finally paying attention. Now it's your turn to speak up. Do you think Lefty actually believed his own lore? Was it all a clout campaign? Should artists be permanently banned for such stunts? Who would you want to see Chrisean team up on a real track? Nicki, Lola Brooke, and Cardi B? Leave your comments below. If you've ever been the victim of someone pretending to be your friend or relative in order to get attention, like in this video, leave a comment saying rock solid. If you've been riding with Chrisean through all the chaos, sign up and enable notifications, because the next twist is on the horizon. Trust us, we have exclusive footage that hasn't even been approved by the authorities yet.